Hey everybody, welcome back. Sunday fun day, video time. I try to do them on weekends. It's just easier. Anyway, we have got projects. And I'll show you this. Yeah. So, this is our third little project. The first one I kind of did with you. Second one I explained to you, which is our little mayhem shelf. And the first one was our eek little thing. This is the third one. Now, I had this bottle. It's an old whiskey bottle or whatever. Okay. I don't like the red that I used on it. I don't think it's a deep red. I needed to use a maroon. But that's okay. It's all good. But I'm going to explain to you, show you everything that I used. I don't think it's done. You'll have to let me know what you think. I'll show you my inspiration so that you have an idea of what my thing is. If I can find this stupid picture. I got to do better about where I'm putting all my pictures because I can't find what I'm looking for. And could have sworn I saved it in Halloween. Yeah, it's going to be down here. Okay. There are several of these takes. This one I really like. This is one. And I didn't know which one I wanted to make, but I really like that one. I just saved certain ones. This one I really like too. Look at that. That's awesome. But the one that caught my eye the most, I have this cage, like this cage, it's right there. Doing something like that in there, that would be fun. Anyway, this is what I fell in love with. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Obviously, mine's a different bottle, different look altogether. I used a little sticker that I had. It's not, I had to white out because it was a sticker, but it had white around it. So I used that. I used a hand. I used some moss. I used a spider, used some webbing. And this right here, I don't know if you can see it very well. There we go. Is what that bottle had on it. Okay. I have a little spider right here. It's because it's so black. I don't know if you can see. I have these wooden, let's kind of turn it a little bit, see if you can see. These wooden leaves, and you can see the red in the flowers. Right there. And then on the top here I have another spider. I used hot wax, not what, glue gun, and just melted the, I tried to get it to come down off of it. And I just had a skull. I just glued the heck out of it on the top, which I'm not really fond of. I think it needs more decorate, and maybe it's because of this color with the hand. I don't know. So let me show you what I did. Okay, I had the bottle, cleaned the bottle up. The cap's not going to come off, so you just clean it up. This one had a label. There's an outline for a label right here, but I just used this sticker. I used this sticker that I had. And it's in, oh, I think it's in this set right here. And I'll show you. So I painted it first, let it dry. I had to use, see those clear, I didn't paint the bottom. is I think I did 2 or 3 coats, and it's already chipping. You could probably Mod Podge it first and then paint it. That would probably make it stick better. You also can scrape up the glass to see if that will work too. You could do that. But paint the bottle. Then I think I had a kind of idea, which is from that picture, of what I wanted to do. And I kind of got all my stuff out, like I do with everything. I have this little tray, and I have another tray that I bought from my Family Dollar. They had a tray. And I have this tray. This is my Halloween tray. And this is like put projects in it. Oh, you can't see it. The yellow one. And then I have another one that I had gotten. Anyway, so I just got all my stuff together that I wanted to use. And I don't know, this paper on the back side of this. And then there's like these rub-ons. They're rub-ons. This one's a rub-on. But that one that I used was not. I don't know if it's still in here. This one's similar to it. This is one similar to it. I think they're rub-ons. And I didn't rub it on. I probably could have. But I just grabbed something from this. And did that. Then I grabbed, this was on sale at Walmart. I just grabbed some of these red flowers. I was going to use white if they didn't have the red. But I wanted the red to peek through. So I would have had to paint the white ones red and then paint them black. But they had a thing of red ones, so I bought red ones. And I didn't use too many. I don't know. You can see. You can see, and I just did along the side here. That. And I bought 2 things of this. I probably didn't need it, but I got 2 things of this moss. I can always use it for something else. Because this is all going to go into a Halloween box, and I have a cubby behind me that all this sits in. So I just needed a little piece of this for right here, down in the corner. I just glued that on. Then I got some spiders. My friend ordered them on Amazon for me. Some different size spiders, and I used different sizes on here. I used, let's see, I used this one. I used this one. I used a couple of these. How many of these did I use? 1, 2. I used 2 of these littler ones. 2 of these. And then I used a medium one. It's funky looking. I don't know if I can find it real quick. It's a medium one. Anyway, I used a medium size. It's between this one and the other one. It's a little bit different. It had a fatter body. It has a fatter body on it. And it's probably in here. I should probably go through these and separate them. Oh, here it is. This one. Like that. So those are the spiders. And I'll show you these, a bag of these, so you can go on to Amazon and get some yourself. Now this big one has a little thingy on it. Has a thing that sticks up. I cut that off. So here is the info for that. Okay, so I used a couple spiders, the flowers, the moss. I did get white ones, like I said, in case they didn't have these. So I bought white too. And then at Dollar Tree, so that's where I got this stuff, is except for these flowers. These flowers I got at Walmart. But all these flowers are coming out, these leaves. And I have all my little bottles in here that I used for that. So for this one, this is the little bottles. And then these are the taller ones. I used two of these. I didn't use any of these, but I grabbed them anyway. So there's that. So I grabbed these. There's a bunch in a pack. They have them hung up. Well, my Dollar Tree had them hung up by the stickers and stuff. And these are just woodland, just wood pieces. Just wood pieces of leaves. And I used, how many did I use? I used a few. I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 4. So there's 2 right here. I don't know if you can see. There's 2 right here. One's kind of up and down, and one is this way. And then I used 2 up here. And just painted everything black. And I don't know, I think it's finished. I could add a couple more of these leaves around, but I don't think so. I don't think I will. And then I just used one of these hands, and they have more right now. At my Dollar Tree they did, so I grabbed another pack of them. It's a different color though. It's a different color. These ones are gray, and these ones were darker. So I used these. And these lasted me a couple of years. I've made several different projects using these. Like there's one on here. There's a couple, I think, in my haunted house. There is, there's another one on my mayhem box. They've lasted a while. And I know I'm down to my last one, so that's why I bought that. So, and then I just glued them on. You know, just glued them on. Added. I think it's done. I think it's done. You could probably add more if you wanted to. But yeah, so that's how I did that. I wasn't sure how this was going to go on because I wanted it to kind of go over like this. So I kind of did that. And yeah. So there's our little bottle. I have a bigger bottle, like a Crown Royal bottle, a bigger one. And I want to do one of those other ones. This one is, for the first one, that's pretty good, you know. That was pretty good to do. So there's our 3 projects so far. And I showed you what to make. I have the tag project to do, but I've decided that I don't like what I did. I'll show you what I did, because it's not going to stay this way. I want them this size. I want them this size. But the little brad thingies don't stick to it really well. And as you move through this, they're gonna bust off. So I don't really like that because it's just paper. It's not strong enough. So I'm going to cut more of these because I can cover up the holes by decorating. But I'm gonna cut some chipboard. And I have how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I had 12. Yeah. And I have some of these actually right here. I don't have a box to put all my tag stuff in. Everything's just sitting up here. Plus I'll use for decorating, like I'll use some of this moss. I will use some of these leaves. I'll use, you know, I'll use the stuff I have here, the spiders, you know, I'll use this stuff. But some of this I had, and then my friend bought a couple more and gave them to me. They're 25 cents. These were at Family Dollar, and there's 6 in here. These are smaller tags that you can make smaller items with. And I got 6 times 3, 18, 20. I have 20 of them. I probably won't use all 20 because I only have 12 of these, but there's going to be a front cover and a back cover. So there's actually 10. I made it a little smaller than what. So, and I'm not going to decorate. The front side's going to be decorated. The back side is going to be for you to journal on, like that. So if you want to get a start on that, you can start cutting some of these out. I'll measure this real quick. I just cut half of an 8 by 11 sheet. I think I have some right here in case I had to recut. Figure out what you want to do and I'll show you. So I just cut this in half, this page in half, and cut the corner so it looks like a tag. So they're going to be this size. So you kind of need like 5 or 6 pieces of this 8 by 11 black paper. And then you need some cardstock. I mean, a heavy duty stuff. So, because this is cardstock, but it's flimsy. So I'm going to have to glue this onto a piece. You know, so I'm actually going to need more than this. Because you got to do a front and back. So yeah, you will need double. 12. So that's 6 times 6 is 12. I do another 6. I would just get a packet and cover, or however you want to do it. I want mine black, but whatever. That's the next thing. And I will do a video on that. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this little bottle. But this is what's coming up. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again soon.